Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Mr. QUE.
And I am Mr. D.
And we are excited to be a part of Sci-Fest. Now, this is our virtual performance, and we know that people are tuning in from across the world, so we want to go ahead and jump right into it. But before we do, we want to let you all know that we are teachers. We write songs that excite learners, engage students, and today we're going to do some of our favorite science hits. So our first song is called DNA. This is a song that we wrote to teach the basics about DNA. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hey.
Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. That's my DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. Hey. Hey, forensics like fingerprints and DNA determine medical treatment from DNA. Hair color, eye color, and skin from DNA. Genes from your ancestors are in your DNA. Study DNA to find holes in your genetic code. DNA tells us things that we didn't know. DNA shows mutated cells, helps fight diseases before we get ill. Living things have genes and DNA. We can learn a lot studying DNA. Like who did it?
Not me.
Where did I come from? Where? Why am I sick?
Why me?
Watson and Crick discovered the structure of DNA. The double helix is the structure of DNA. Okay. You wanna solve a crime? Use fingerprints. In 1891 we started doing this. We understand that no print is the same, and we use DNA to trace our history. Hey, ancestry, people in our family tree. Trust DNA to trace hereditary disease. What does my DNA say?
What?
My DNA say? What? It tells me info about my genome. Diabetes, cancers, and other diseases can be found early with genetic readings. Forensics like fingerprints and DNA determine medical treatment from DNA. Hair color, eye color, and skin from DNA. Genes from your ancestors are in your DNA. Study DNA to find holes in your genetic code. DNA tells us things that we didn't know. DNA shows mutated cells, helps find diseases before we get ill.
DNA explains the gene. DNA is used to predict inherited diseases through DNA. We can test people for genetic mutations and then find a treatment. DNA allows us to make medicines geared to people's genetic makeup. DNA has all the rules to our makeup. We can use DNA to solve crimes through forensics. DNA found in a drop of blood or a fingerprint. We can find out who did the crime. No two people's DNA are alike. DNA determines hair color, eye color, skin tone. I get it from my parents. DNA separates me from you through DNA. My features are determined.
Forensics like fingerprints and DNA determine medical treatment from DNA. Hair color, eye color, and skin from DNA. Genes from your ancestors are in your DNA. Study DNA to find holes in your genetic code. DNA tells us things that we didn't know. DNA shows mutated cells, helps fight diseases before we get ill. Anthropologists or biologists, microbiologists, biological scientists, we study DNA every day to learn things from the past and learn genetic gaps.
Pharmacologists study drugs and how they interact with biological systems. Healthcare scientists researches the causes of problems in immune systems.
Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. That's my DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. That's my DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid flowing through my veins. Genomics, genes, DNA, information, genome. I study DNA. I'm cracking the code. I study genomes. Genes and the DNA of people. Chromosomes consist of DNA, and genetics is the study of genes. What is a gene? Genes are a section of a genome that code for a protein. That's what I call a G code. Everyone has DNA kit. Do you know what DNA is? Deoxyribonucleic acid. Double helix is the structure for the molecule of DNA. ATGC are base pairs, nucleic acids for DNA. Genomics, genes, DNA, information, genomes. I study DNA. I'm cracking the code. I study genomes. Genes and the DNA of people.
Genomes, a complete set of genes, genetic material in the cell. Know what I mean? We know 23 pairs of chromosomes are smushed into each cell. 23 pairs are smushed. One set of chromosomes comes from your mama, one from your dad. Genomics in full effect, study of the genome. Yeah, we know it's linked to DNA. What forms DNA? A, T, G, and C. A and T are paired, or so are G and C. Yeah.
Genomics, genes, DNA, information, genomes. I study DNA. I'm cracking the code. I study genomes. genes and the DNA of people. Genomics can let you know the likelihood of potential for disease, so it's necessary to study the genetic code.
When people reproduce, yeah, they pass down genes. Genomics helps stop the passing of hereditary disease.
Genomic information helps rare disease detection, identify and fill the hole in the genetic code.
Forensics, being able to sketch a suspect from a drop of blood, can tell the color of hair or eyes from just one drop of blood.
Genomics, genes, DNA, information, genome. Genetics. I study DNA. Yeah. I'm cracking the code. I study genomes. Genes and the DNA of people. Being medical scientists, people rely on this job to save lives. Research and study a genome, make money all at the same time.
Genetic counselor, yeah, my job is working with patients, help them understand the meaning of their genomic information.
Bioinformatician works with software and biology, interpret information data, use statistical techniques.
Zoologists utilize genomics to identify and save endangered species, finding ways to help them multiply.
Genomics, genes, DNA, information, genome. Genetics. I study DNA. Yeah. I'm cracking the code. I study genomes, genes, and the DNA of people.
I hope you all enjoyed the video, Genomics. You can check out our YouTube channel with over 1 million views with other free videos. This next one we want to show you is called Work.
That's right. And we know lately work has been a lot different for most people. A lot of people are working in ways they never imagined. Some are working at home. Some are working on the road. Some people have to get forced out of bed to do work. So we want to just motivate and encourage you to keep grinding no matter what the circumstance or the situation is. So let's check out this video.
Get your grind on. Get your shine on. Every day.
Get in it. What you wanna do? Just listen to Mr. Q. I know where you wanna go. Just listen to Miss Co. Everything you wanna remember, write it in your agenda. To organize, prioritize, do your work, get it done on time.
Get it done on time?
Get it done on time. Gotta do your work, meet those deadlines. Right, do your best. Study every night, ace the test. Show interest in what you learn.
What you say?
What you learn. You could earn all the cash if you listen in your class.
Work, 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 work. Get your grind on. Work, 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 work. Get your shine on. Work, 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 work. Every day. Work, 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 work. Get in it.
Let's work it out. Get your mind right. Gotta study hard every day and night. Your focus right, about to take you on a journey. Get your pen and paper, gonna hit the books. You'll pass your class, no worries, get it. Be on time, in your seat before the bell, kid. Get on your grind, go hard. You won't fail, kid. Nope. Don't make any shoes when I shine you, it's all on you. Got no time to play around, finish your assignments, and you then can play it cool, relax. Then get back on it, keep work organizing your folder. Study first, then play in that order. Key to success for sure. Then take what you learn, apply what you learn, it'll help you reach your goal. You can be super cool or swagged out, but keep your grades up for sure. Turn up.
Work, 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 work. Get your grind on. Work, 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 work. Get your shine on. Work, 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 work. Every day. Work, 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 work. Get in it. The books don't let them hit you. My work is so official. Like transcripts, I manage my time so I can hang with the bosses and billionaires. I go to class, I raise my hand. I don't sit back and play around, especially if I don't understand. Yeah, I got my mind right, like an angle. I'm an angel. My grades shine like Star Spangled banners with my name. My backpack has more A's than the dictionary's first page. Plus, I'm an example to all my friends. Every day, we don't play. No, we don't. My education's not a joke. I try my best on all my tests. I study hard so I don't stress. My mom is proud of my success. I'll graduate with honors, yes. My future holds the greatest gift. An opportunity to help kid. An opportunity to help kid. An opportunity to help kid.
Every time I wake up, I know I'll have a good day. Cause when I hit the classroom, it's work time. I don't play, I work hard, I ace test. Man, this school thing is so fresh. After school, I go home, I play outside. That's exercise, my body gotta work, yeah. But what about my mind? I finish all my homework so I don't get behind. Can't wait to go to college to show off all my knowledge. I'd love to be a teacher so I can show my students how to work. Hey.
Now, one of the best things about doing work when it relates to science is that you get opportunities to do experiments. But whenever you do an experiment, it's important to keep safety first. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our last song, Lab Safety. Now, the keep it safe, y'all. Let's get it.
I'll be safe when I'm in the class or I'm in the lab. I'll be safe where the gloves at, where the goggles at. I'll be safe when I use the gas, put my mask on. I'll be safe when I work, safety first at all times. I'll be safe. Never take to smell chemicals, protect eyes, always wear goggles. Supply should be visible. When you work, never go full throttle. Don't leave and sit on the laboratory tables because you might spill supplies. Don't lift solutions or the glassware past the level of your eyes. Follow instructions from the teacher. Careful when you go to move the beakers. Never look into a tube when it's heated. Safety first, gotta follow procedures. Yeah, work hard, never do your own experiments unless you have permission. Make sure you safely move materials in all I'll be safe when I'm in a class or I'm in a lab. I'll be safe where the gloves at, where the goggles at. I'll be safe when I use the gas, put my mask on. I'll be safe when I work, safety first at all times. I'll be safe when I'm in the class or I'm in a lab. I'll be safe where the gloves at, where the goggles at. I'll be safe when I use the gas, put my mask on. I'll be safe when I work, safety first at all times. I'll be safe
In the lab of my class,
Yeah.
got my goggles, got my mask. Do I start before I ask?
No, you don't.
Clear the path, get the bag. Out the way, do it fast. You should never block a path.
No, you don't.
Long hair, tie it up. Long hair, tie it back. You don't want your hair to catch on fire.
No fires.
Never ever eat a drink.
Nah.
Never put something in the sink.
Nope.
Fundamental life safety. Follow Mr. QUE. If you have nails, no one will like us. Acrylic nails, can't touch a match. And the use of busting burners won't happen.
No, they won't.
And clothes gotta fit right.
Right.
Not too loose or too tight.
Yikes.
Close toes in your shoes. Y'all know what to do. Ooh, you do not play in the lab.
Nah.
Keep it serious.
Focus.
If you do play in the lab, no more experiments.
You're done.
In the lab, put safety first. Take Keisha if you get hurt. And locate extinguishers. I wash, fountain, and showers.
I'll be safe when I'm in a class or I'm in a lab. I'll be safe where the gloves at, where the goggles at. I'll be safe when I use the gas, put my mask on. I'll be safe when I work, safety first at all times. I'll be safe when I'm in a class or I'm in a lab. I'll be safe where the gloves at, where the goggles at. I'll be safe when I use the gas, put my mask on. I'll be safe when I work, safety first at all times.
I'll be safe.
Hey.
Once again, my name is Mr. QUE.
And I am Mr. D.
You can follow us at Music Notes Online on all social media.
Peace.